Hello, race fans, and welcome to the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. Well, I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday, and here it is, Season 2, race number 15, presented by number 3, Matthew Fitz. We're here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. Well, I tell you, you take some time off, and it's good to recharge the batteries, but man, it's time to get back to some racing here, and I know the guys are ready to get going, and we are as well. Of course, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, as always. That would be Sonic Graphic Design, Admin Box, Turn 2 Terribles, and Buster's Corner. As we move into the, get going with the season here, let's go ahead and take a look at the driver standings. And now, of course, Aiden Verlaine, boy, I tell you, he's starting to stretch out that lead just a little bit. 115 points ahead of Ken Baum Jr. in that second position. Tyler Isley not too far behind Baum, 14 points behind in third. Nick Cannon only 8 points behind Tyler Isley. Then we have fifth Carson Pittman. Kyler McCarthy and William Brown both moved up 2 spots, 6th and 7th respectively. Bill Hales, he moved up. Well, it's funny. Now, Bill Hales, he moved up into a tie, and Lucas Neal just fell into a tie. They're both knotted up there at the 8th position with 398 points apiece. Stan Mayberry moves into the 10th position. And boy, I tell you, Jaden Bingaman, he had a rough outing last time, lost 5 spots down to that 12th position. And you look on down the order there, see if your favorite drivers in that top 20. Moving over to the team standings now, like we said before, it's based on the average of each member of the team, and if you're a one-car team and doing very well, you're going to be very tough to beat. Aiden Verlaine Racing, 598 points, well ahead of Nitro in that second position. Turn 2 Terribles, they're having that nice battle there with Mopar Motorsports, just barely a point ahead of them. So we'll see how that goes. No change there for Glitter Kitty Racing and Mayberry Motorsports in 5th and 6th. Now, the next couple of pairs of teams have swapped positions. Up in Smoke moves up to 7th, bumping Posse Racing down to 8th. Same deal with Team Sparkle Unicorn and Ryan Broderick Racing. And that was the only movement as far as the teams since the last race here. So keep your eye on that battle between Turn 2 Terribles and Mopar Motorsports. Something tells me there may be a swap of positions before too long. We'll see what happens there. And let's see here how much time is left. Oh, we only have about 15 seconds. We're getting ready to roll over to qualifying, but we'll take a quick moment to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. You're watching the Full Throttle Next Gen Sim Racing Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? Macho Man! On my way to Monday Night Raw.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Borden with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen.
Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, folks, we're back here at Next Gen Full Throttle Performance, and qualifying is underway. Carson Pittman, he's currently in the pole position there, coming around to finish his second hot lap. He just got bumped as he crosses the line here, and he's third. He improved his time, but still lost another position. Jeremy Zarfos, he's now in that provisional pole, and with that 29.565, Tyler Isley looks like he's done. He's currently P2. Let's see who else is out there. There's Matthew Fitz. Oh, go spinning. He's 8th quickest right now, 29.977. The 12 there, Jimmy Barr. He looks like he's 7th quickest. Looks like he's done with his laps. There's the 21, Lucas Nilgis, 12th quickest, 30.023 is his personal best. Just got bumped by somebody else. 67, Brian Pressler, 11th quickest there, 29.991. And let's see who else is out there. There's the 61, Don DeGroot. He's on track, currently 19th quickest. Coming down to cross the line there. And he improves his position and his time up to the 10th spot, 29.792. And he just got bumped into that 11th spot. Who was it that bumped him? It was Robbie Bice. Now 10th quickest, and I believe he just cross the line? Yes, he did. He improves his time up to P2. 29.520, and he just got bumped. And okay, yeah, here we go. Aiden Verlaine right to the top. He hadn't been out yet. There you go, 29.357. Setting the pace for the field here, provisional pole. But I think everybody else may be done here. There's Jaden Robert Bingaman, currently 3rd quickest. I think he's done now. That must have been his second hot lap. He's P3 at the moment, 29.487. And I think that may be everybody. From what I can see, I don't see anybody else out there at the moment. So they're going to have, they only have actually about maybe just over a minute to go before we move to racing and everything. So we're going to go ahead and pause for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, we are back. It is time to go racing. Cars are starting to line up here for race number 15 here, presented by the number 3 Matthew Fitz. And they're getting ready to roll off. And, oh, what's going on there? Okay, looks like everything's okay. That might have been just the 13 blink because I was locked on him there. And but I tell you, man, it is a beautiful night for racing out there tonight, folks. 73-degree air temperature, winds only 2 miles an hour. Now they have 4 complete sets of tires, a set they start with, plus 3 additional sets. Of course, they have the 3 green, white checker attempts here for 150 laps. at this 1.45 mile facility. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. And as they get ready to roll off, let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid. Aiden Burlane, he's starting on the pole there. He's got Nick Cannon for company on the first row. Jaden Bingham starting third. Fourth is Ken Baum Jr. Fifth will be Robbie Bice. Jeremy Zarfos starting in the sixth position. Tyler Isley seventh. Carson Pittman in the eighth position. Ninth is David Salter. Andrew May, he rounds out the top 10. Then we have Steve Strittenmatter in the 11th position. 12th is Kyler McCarthy. Then in the 13th spot, we have Don DeGroot with Rick Swopes 14th. 15th is Jimmy Barr. Matthew Fitz, our race sponsor, starting 16th. 17th is Brian Pressler. Michael Zuver 18th. 19th is David Smeal Jr. 20th is Lucas Nilgis. Then we have Michael Self starting 21st. Ryan Broderick in the 22nd position. 23rd is Alex Mader. Then we have Carl Fitz in the 24th position. 25th is Bill Hales and Dylan Hastings starting shotgun on the field in the 26th position. And as you may have just heard there, they waved off the green flag start, so they'll have a couple of more laps to go here, pace lap, as they get ready to get going. Aiden Burlane getting ready to get things going here. I think it looked like they were a little late. The pace car took off and everybody was still sitting there, so maybe they're trying to make sure everyone is straight. I see somebody, Ken Baum Jr., he's sitting on pit road. Oh man, I hope he's not having a problem. Let's see if we can, yeah, he's sitting there. I don't know if he's serving some kind of penalty or what, but he's sitting on pit road as the field goes by. So a little bit of a mystery what's going on there. Everybody's going around again. Let's see if the lights are out on the lights are indeed out on the pace car this time around, so we should be getting ready to go green. Getting ready for 150 laps. Aiden Burlane with Nick Cannon there, ready to get going. All the cars are lined up together. Looks like we got about we got 5 guys with webcams tonight, so we'll be trying to jump on board with them. They're making their way now through turns 3 and 4. Give a shout out to the folks in the chat. As always, thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoy the race. Pace car is in, waiting for that green flag. We got a green and we are racing here at Charlotte. Burlane comfortably takes off, gets into that lead going into turn 1. Well, he's got Nick Cannon right there behind him, followed by Jaden Bingham and Jeremy Zarfos 4th, Robbie Bice in that 5th position. There's Tyler Isley. He's back in the 7th spot there. Burlane comes around to lead lap number 1. Looks like Isley, he moves into that 6th position ahead of Carson Pittman. He's got David Salter back there in that 8th spot. Boy, I think they're going to be getting racy already here, folks. There's David Salter trying to see if he can make a move on that 4 car. Boy, he's door to door with the 51 there, Strittenmatter on the high side. No room to get by. Oh, he's really close there. Nick Cannon trying to hold on to the tail of the number 13 there as they start lap number 3. Racing down the backstretch. Sun looks like it's getting close to setting here soon. Oh, a little bit of bump on the 13 there. The sun not too much of a problem. It catches them a little bit as they're coming out of turn 4, but not too bad. Nick Cannon, for the moment, moves into that lead position. There's Jaden Bingaman. He now tucks in behind the number 13. Jeremy Zarfo still fourth. Robbie Bice in that fifth position. Let's look a little further back. There's Carson Pittman. He's followed by the 61 Don DeGroot in the 11th position. Briggs Swope. Now he's leading like that second pack of cars. The 69 Andrew May. He's got the 12 there. Jimmy Barr, Ryan Broderick. Broderick just getting by the 69 into that 13th position. They're getting kind of strung out up at the front. Broderick fighting back on the high side. Drag race down the back stretch between him and Briggs Swope. Up the front, further up the front, Jeremy Zarfos continues in that fourth position. Right now, everybody's kind of just, settling in and getting ready for a long race here. And so far, so good. Nick Cannon, he's still leading, but Aiden Berlane, he is right there. Definitely not letting the number 8 get away. He is not known for just, sometimes guys will just get behind the leader and kind of just, just cruise along back there. He'll do that to a point, but I don't think the 13 is going to stay back there too long, because he is definitely in a position to attack whenever the moment suits him. Jaden Bingaman looking to have a good race tonight. Up there in that top 5, followed by Jeremy Zarfos. David Salter having a good run. He's right there, and he still has Strip Matter there, really close on him there, followed by the 17 Tyler Isley. Tyler, he's one of our webcam drivers out there tonight. He's racing along. Currently in that 7th position. Cannon he's still holding on to the lead by a couple of tenths of a second. He's opened up just a little bit of a gap. I'm sure he's happy to have that bit of a gap there. Just starting lap number 10. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's the 57 Briggs Swope battling with the number 3 race sponsor, Matthew Fitz. He's racing along in that 14th position. He's trying to get that position. He's door to door with the 57, currently 15th, trying to pick up that 14th position. Looks like he might get it. He'll slide up in front of Swope into that 14th spot. Oh, we got us a caution, and let's see. Oh no, Jaden Bingaman, he's down in the grass. I think I saw Briggs Swope as well. Oh, and he just down there bumps into the wall. Or was it, no, it wasn't Pressler. Who was that? Let's see. Yeah, it was Briggs Swope. But he's continuing along. Let's see, does he have any damage? Doesn't look like he has any damage there. Boy, that went so quick, but it didn't, no one actually registered as actually crashing, but let's see. Let's go back here with Bingaman when he went off track. We'll see if we can see what happened here. And, oh, they're already together. Let's roll it back a little bit so we can catch it from the beginning here. And looks like he was battling with Tyler Isley. Might have run out of room. Bingaman in the 26 machine, Isley the 17 car. Looks like, what is that, turn 4 they're coming off of there? Can't quite see where they're at. Oh, yeah. And they get a little coming together. Was that the 17? Losing some body parts there. Oh, and he just nowhere to go for the 26, and he just gets crashed right up to the wall there. And they're up high, so that's allowing everybody to get around them. And Now, I think Bingaman, he's kind of just along for the ride now, and Matthew Fitz, he just gets by. Oh, who was that? That was the 57 there, Brick Swope, I believe, and looks like everybody else was able to get by as Bingaman, boy, I tell you, more bad luck for the 26, and, they don't have faster pairs. And, oh, man, that car is just really tore up right now. That's just a tough deal there for Bingaman. I mean, hey, that's racing there. Brick Swope looks like he came out of that in one piece there. Nick Cannon, he's still your leader. Verlaine in that second position. Jeremy Zarfos, he remains in the third spot, along with David Salter in that fourth position. And Steve Strittenmatter, he rounds out your top five. Now we'll see if anybody comes down on the pit road. Let's see. Let's try to find somebody. There's Lucas Nilgis, and he's currently running in the 10th position. Let me see if I can find him real quick here. One of our webcam drivers. There he is. See if we can move him up here with us real quick. Hey, Lucas, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. You scared me there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, man. I tell you, the race going so far so good for you there, and you're in the top 10 there. This first caution here.
Oh yeah, it's smooth handling setup right now. Just kind of not forcing myself into anything crazy. Just kind of taking my time around everybody and just feeling out.
Absolutely. Do you think this is going to be do you think it's going to be a tire conservation race, or maybe more fuel strategy?
Honestly, it's a toss-up. The tires throughout all of my Charlotte Opens haven't been very tire-like, but who knows? It could just depend on how everybody is.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout-out to real quick?
Give a shout out to my teammate who's not here, and that's Will Brown. He kind of helped me
out
Friday
man.
night with this.
Yeah.
So this setup's kind of like his brainchild in a way. So shout out to him. Hopefully he's watching. If he is, hopefully the team can put on a good show for him.
Absolutely, man. I'll go ahead and put you back down to your channel now. Good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, man.
And yeah, getting ready. I think they're getting ready to go back green here in a moment. Nick Cannon, he'll be leading them to the green flag. Lights are out on the pace car, making their way down into turn 3. And let's see, did anybody, Michael Self and Jaden Bingaman, of course, we know Bingaman was going to come down on pit road, and looks like he was able to get in and get out. I mean, a lot of it was just body work on the car, so I think is he still on track? Oh no, did he leave? It's still showing him on pit road, so he, we'll see what happens here. He may have had more damage than we thought. Green flag, we're racing once again. Good restart there for Nick Cannon. And boy, look at those guys back there. David Salter and then like Strip Matter, Robbie Bison, and those guys, they're really battling back here for position. There's Don the group driving. Oh, the 5 got it careful there. Ryan Broderick almost got together with the 21. Lucas Nilgis there, so he's trying to Lucas trying to stay out of trouble. There's the number 4, the Carson Pittman. Looks like he's gonna try to make a move on the 21. Cannon continues to lead, opened up that lead just a little bit. There's Pittman now. He's now it looks like him and Lucas Nilgis trying to see if they can get underneath the 5 there of Ryan Broderick. Meanwhile, up the front, Nick Cannon, 0.6 of a second, and it was Aiden Berlane. Now David Salter at the moment battling the 13 for that second position. Racing down the backstretch, drag race between him and Aiden Berlane. And they're going through turns 3 and 4. Looks like Berlane, as they cross the line, he's going to hold on to that second position, at least as they go down into turn 1. Jeremy's off-roads. He's right back there watching the action. These guys duking it out right at the front here. The question is, who has the better line? Who's taking better care of their tires? Looks like Salter, he tucks in, go ahead and tucks in behind the 13 of Berlane. Boy, they're battling behind Zarfos there. Strickmatter and McCarthy. There's McCarthy doing the same thing, trying to see if he can get past the number 51. Boy, look at that. They're door-to-door coming off of turn 2. Don DeGroot, he's right behind them. So some of these guys, they're really keen to get to the front. That is for sure. Boy, Nick Cannon, though, look at the gap he's opened up. Just over half a second. David Salter once again back into that second position. Aiden Berlane, he continues in that third spot. And Jeremy Zarfos also doing good. He's been in the top 5 ever since the race got going here. And he's determined to just keep a ringside seat here between the 13 and the 88. This time Berlane getting down on the inside of the 88. Salter so far still fighting to hold on. I think Berlane may have a better line. Well, no, let's see what happens here. Oh, he gets I don't know if he got higher. Berlane just went a bit low. Looks like he's going to try to drive under him. I think you have a little bit better momentum on that high side coming off the corner. And I'm wondering, was it this track that we saw this at? Maybe not with this league, but I was doing a broadcast, and I don't know if it was here at Charlotte or whether it was here or Atlanta, but I tell you, the inside line, guys could not get it to work all night long. And right now, David Salter, once again, moves into that second position. In fact, he's got almost 0.3 of a second on Aiden Berlane. Jeremy Zarfos trying to close in, but he better watch out. Here comes the 24 there, Colin McCarthy. He's bringing Steve Strickmatter right with him. Get a good run, come off the corner. Not a whole lot of room as they race down the backstretch. He does squeak past the 42 into that 4th position. Now, that's the first time I think I've seen Zarfos drop back to the 5th spot. And boy, I tell you, look at it. He's got Strickmatter and Lucas Neal just all over him back there. Lucas running a setup. He said his teammate William Brown helped him with it. You know, some of these setups, they're good for, they work better on long runs. There we go. Lucas Neal just now trying to drive under the 42, Jeremy Zarfos. Lucas Neal just trying to make his way to the front now in that he just barely has the 5th position as they continue to race along here. Cannon still at the front. The gap's still growing. Berlane, he's got a nice gap between Kyler McCarthy. David Salter falls back to the 4th position. He's got a little work to do there to catch the number 8, Nick Cannon. And, you know, Nick Cannon, boy, he has had his share of bad luck in the races. Good to see him out front right here. And I know he'll be hoping that he can stay that way. The best place to be to avoid trouble is right out front. And right now he is probably in the safest place to be on track as they race along here on lap 26. Boy, these laps are flying by. Let's look a little further back in the field. More race. There's Michael Zuver. He's battling for their Carson Pittman. Pittman a little bit further back, though, not close enough to attack just yet. David Smeal, he's getting close to the 12 there. Jimmy Barr. Oh, real close to the 12 as they race down the backstretch. Let's see if maybe he'll get some momentum as they go through turns 3 and 4 here. 12 down on the inside. nice run off the corner. Smeal's got his nose out front. He crossed the line, give him that 15th position. Can he hold on to it, though? They race well in the oh man, I think the 12 had to check up just a little bit. That almost went bad very quickly. Jimmy Barr, Tyler Isley, I think he might have got out of it. There's the 45, Alex Mader. 57, Rick Swope getting in the mix as well. I think all of them had to check up just a little bit. Back up towards the front, they continue to battle along. Kyler McCarthy, he's in that third position. And you see the gap between him, Aiden Berlane. Berlane is well, yeah, he's cut that lead down. It was 0.6 of a second, now about maybe almost 0.4. Trying to close in on Nick Cannon. Boy, the top 10 are kind of stretched out, but at the same time, like towards the back end of the top 10, look at this battle back here, the second half of the top 10. David Salter, he's in that 6th position. Teammate Robbie Bice right there behind him. They're having a nice battle with turn 2 terribles. Jeremy Zarfos, he's up there in the 5th spot. Let's go back to where Bice and them were. Salter on the high side. Ken Baum Jr. We saw Ken Baum down on the on pit road at the start of the race, but he is in the 8th position. Now in that 7th position, but he's actually lost 3 spots since the start of the race. Bingaman and Michael Self are still on pit road now. I know Bingaman, he may have some work, having no faster pairs. There's not much you can do there, and let's look a little further back. Here's the next group of cars led by Don DeGroot. How about David Smeal Jr. looking down on the inside? Oh, DeGroot gets in the wall. He manages to hold on to it. Got a little bit of a scrape. I think he'll be able to continue, though. I don't think he got any real damage there. Let's see. Yeah, the right front looks like it's okay for what we can see of it there. Now he's being challenged by the 53 there, Bill Hales. Bill Hales may be making a move. That high side is working good, folks, I tell you. Things are really starting to stretch out a bit here. Let's go back up towards the front here. There's Lucas Nilgis in the 4th position. Chasing Kyler McCarthy, who's chasing Aiden Berlane, who's chasing your leader, Nick Cannon. Berlane, he's in that 2nd spot. That gap got down to about 0.3 of a second, and it seems like it's kind of hovering around there, 0.27 at the moment, trying to see if he can wear down that number 8. Nick Cannon, how long can he live with that pace that he's setting? Now, Nick himself may be able to continue to drive at that pace, but is he doing it at the cost of his tires? Because it looks like Berlane is just slowly trying to wear him down here. He's got such good car control, nice, smooth turn-ins. Here he comes down here. I'm thinking he'll try to make a move on the high side. I think that may be the preferred line. As they race down the backstretch, he's getting ever closer. Nick Cannon definitely has a mirror full of the 13 now. Battle for the position. He may be in a little bit of a defensive mode here, protecting the maybe what may be considered the better line. Trying to race somebody and take care of your tires at the same time, not always an easy thing to do. And so far he's positioning that car pretty good. And they continue along like that. Less than a tenth of a second between the two of them. Right behind them, Kyler McCarthy. He's trying to keep some distance between him and Jeremy Zarfos. Lucas Nilgers trying to close in that 5th position. And, I think we got a lead change. Yes, we do, folks. Verlaine, he did get past the 8. So we have a new leader now here, lap 39. Let's see how he did that here. And there he comes here and going down the backstretch. Remember I was saying I think he might try to make a move on the high side, and there he goes. Once he got to that high side, he was able to make it stick. And so there goes a 13 into the lead. Now he's opened it up here 4/10 ahead of Nick Cannon. Cannon doing everything he can. They've got 40 laps on those tires. Now, because you know they're good at doing long green flag runs. Let's see how far they go tonight. It could vary. We were asking Lucas Nilgers about it, if he thought maybe it'd be a fuel mileage. It could turn into that, because everybody looks like they're going along pretty good here. Jeremy Zarfos, he's still right there in that 4th position. Lucas Nilgers, he's in that 5th spot. Who knows? He may be trying to just pace himself here. At the end, there's Ken Baum Jr. now in the 6th position. He's followed by the 28 Robbie Bice. Nice gap between him and Carson Pittman in the 4 car, running in the 8th spot. He's got Steve Stripmatter for company. A little further back, Matthew Fitz right now rounding out the top 10. He's followed by the 96 Michael Zuver, and I think, yeah, it is on Mike. He's another one of our webcam drivers here tonight. Mike currently battling with the number 3 there. They start lap 43. And no problems behind him. He can focus on attacking the number 3 there as best he can. Who was that next car behind him? That was Dylan Hastings in the 66 machine. Currently in the 12th position. They're really starting to get spread out back here. Bill Hales is a bit further back, and boy, he's having a battle there with the 17 Tyler Isley. And we got us a caution here, and let's see. Caution here on lap 44, and oh no, it's the 18 of Carl Fitz. He's up again. He's got it locked down as guys go by. He rolled forward to get going, and he almost took somebody out there. I guess he thinks, can he get back? I think he's trying to get it in reverse here. Trying to get going. So it looks like, oh no, I think Lucas Nilgers was also, and oh man, he jumped to the pits. He must have got a lot of damage on the 21. Oh man. Tough break there for Lucas Nilgers. Let's go back and we can see what happened here. And let's jump with Carl Fitz if we can. Trying to see if I can let's go back to a lap before. Maybe we can catch him. There he is right there. And let's roll it forward and see if we can see what happened. And this is the lap. And he was about to get lapped by the 13. Oh, and he got up into the 13. And they both, Aiden Verlaine got caught up in that, and he managed to continue on. And you can see Lucas Nilgers getting mixed up with the 18. Verlaine you can see he got a little bit of damage there. Let's take it back live here. Boy, Aiden Verlaine, where is Aiden at? He dodged a bullet just getting down to his pit box there. No fast repairs. He got a little bit of front end damage. Will he stay on pit road, or will he try to see if he can get that going? Ken Baum Jr., he did not pit. He stayed out to get track position. So everybody else is on their way out. Nick Cannon, he's exiting. He's got Colin McCarthy behind him now in that third position. For Robbie Bice fourth. Excuse me, Carson Pittman in the fifth position. Steve Strittmatter sixth. Matthew Fitz seventh. Dylan Hastings, he'll restart in the eighth position, followed by ninth. Bill Hales. Briggs Swope will round out their top 10. And oh my goodness, Aiden Berlane is still on pit road. He's just trying to get as much work done on that Chevy as much as he can. The field is making their way. The leader is in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Now, I imagine, I don't think it's like, I'm going to guess that it's optional repairs, and he may take off just as the leader is coming down just to stay on the lead lap. He's probably trying to stay in there and get as much work done as possible. Here comes your leaders now. Is he going to go, or is it the damage worse than what it looks? It looks like they're starting to beat the dent. There it goes. We saw the pit crew. They beat the dings out of that nose of that 13 machine. So he gets out and stays ahead of your leader under caution here. But boy, that's going to put him in the 22nd position. Looks like Lucas Neil just called Fitz. Bingham himself may be retired for sure. We're showing majority of them on pit road. Bingham is being showed as putting his car behind the wall for good. So an awful lot of work for the 22 to do here now to get back up to the front. Ken Baum Jr., he will restart the race here in the lead position. And we'll probably be getting ready to get the one to go here. And let's see. Let's try to find somebody. Where's Jimmy at? Where is Jimmy? There's Jimmy, the number 12. And let me see if I can find him real quick. Oh, there's Jimmy. Let me grab him up here real quick. Hey, Jimmy, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Boy, I tell you, man, that was a wild one there, and but of course, you weren't anywhere near that, were you? That caution?
No, I'm kind of glad it happened. I got some damage on the front stretch, and I hit in the wall trying to avoid some other potential wrecks, and now my car's kind of hurting, so I kind of was glad about that.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, the nose. We're looking at the nose of it right now. It looks pretty good. So it was something along the side, though.
It was
some damage elsewhere.
Just the right front. I hit the right front in the dog leg there.
Right.
Still got a little bit more to fix, but it's probably a little bit better now. So hopefully I can get back. I was getting back up into about the top 10 there. So hopefully we can get there by the end.
Absolutely, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back down to your channel there. Good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Tony.
Okay, that's Jimmy Barr trying to hold on here, and like everybody else, trying to keep that car in one piece. And we have one to go now. Colin McCarthy in that third position, I believe. There's Ken Baum Jr. making their way down the backstretch. They'll be getting ready to go to be lap 49 on the restart. Making their way out of turn 4. Pace car getting ready to come down on the pit road. There he goes. Hold it down for that green flag.
Green flag.
Got a green flag. Racing has resumed once again here at Charlotte. That's a fairly nice getaway there for Ken Baum Jr. Nick Cannon, boy, he's got Colin McCarthy all over him. Boy, talk about changing the complexion of the race there a little bit. So used to seeing the 13 up there. This is going to be a nice battle here. Look at the 8, Nick Cannon. He has been amongst the strongest drivers, battling with the 13 for quite a while. Oh no, we got another caution. Let's look and see. Did anybody crash? I don't see any reports of anybody crashing. Let's look back. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's look back here. I don't see anybody back here showing any damage. Not sure what happened there. So I don't know exactly. I don't know what happened. What brought that one out? Unless race control did that. We'll see. Because I don't have any reports of anybody crashing at all. So Nick Cannon. Now they just pitted on lap 45 and 6 laps ago. So I kind of doubt that he'll come in. I would imagine unless it's going to be for fuel, unless he's going to try to do like a fuel thing here. We'll see what happens there. There's McCarthy. Is he going to come on down? Looks like he will. Is anybody going to come along with him? Or is he actually coming down? Maybe he's trying to fake somebody out there, make it look like he was going to come down pit road and like, nah, we're not falling for that. So he decides to go back on up. And we do have, let's see, Ken Baum. He is coming down pit road. I think this may be a fuel strategy call here. Go ahead and top that tank off. A couple of more folks coming down as well. David Salter making his way down pit road. Followed by Ryan Broderick. Dylan Hastings, he's already in his spot. Several guys coming down. There's Lucas Nilges getting work done on that 21 machine. Carl Fitz. Now, he may still be in the race and maybe just sitting there getting a lot of work done because they've been on pit road. Salter, one of the first ones off. He beats the 5 there. Ryan Broderick off of pit road. Let's see. Let's find who have we not talked to? There's Tyler, and where is Tyler at? He's back there in the oh, he's on pit road right now. Oh man, and oh boy, a lot of damage. Let me see if I can find him real quick here. Let's see. And we'll move him on up here with us. Whoops, if I can get the mouse to do right.
Doing this prior.
Hey, oh, I'm sorry, Tyler. You were talking to your teammate. It's Tony in the booth. Sorry about that. But kind of you stuck on pit road for a minute here with some damage.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Oh man.
Yeah, it is what it is. I was probably due for one of these, to be completely honest. I mean, you can't get away with so much all year really, and have a race and not have a bad race. So you know,
right.
It is what it is. I'm okay with it. It sucks that it was a teammate, but you know, those things happen. And right now, I'm just trying to salvage what I can. This thing is the rear end's completely broke. I don't know what it is. But hey, I know how Denny Hamlin feels, so
oh man, yeah.
We're on the right page. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah. I'm trying to make the most of it. It's definitely a frustrating situation, and I'm not really happy to be a part of it right now. But you know, it is what it is. It's a long night. Hopefully, maybe I can get something back on it.
Absolutely, only a third of the way through. So I'll put you back down to your team so you can continue to communicate with them. So good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. Thanks, man.
So yeah, doing what he can to keep that number 17 going there. As he comes in, gets a little bit more. Man, I tell you, boy, they got a lot of work to do on that right front. I think he was talking about their rear end. Something on the back of the car is not good either. So he's going to have to do as much as he can. He may have to stay in a little longer. I know he doesn't want to lose a lap, and they're going to get the one to go next time around. He might, who knows, he might stay on pit road and just say, okay, you know what, fix more of it. We may lose a lap, but at least we'll be in a lucky dog position and try to get more work done. And you know, the best thing about it is at least it wasn't required repairs where you don't have an option of just going in and staying as long as you want. If it's required, Yeah, you're there until the work is done, and it's absolutely has to be done to get the car going again if you're lucky enough, if the damage isn't too extensive to get going once again. So lights out on the pace car. It'll be lap 55 on the restart. It's Nick Cannon, Colin McCarthy, Steve Matter, Robert Bice, Matthew Fitz, your top 5. And I believe, well, let's see. I think we got about 6 guys on pit road, perhaps, here. I don't think all of them have retired. They're probably just getting work done. If that graphic is correct, how about Ken Baum Jr.? Is he on pit road? Is he? No, he's there. Okay. Sometimes the timing and scoring it shows a little weird. So here we go now, getting ready to go green once again. Pace car is in.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, and we are racing once again at Charlotte. A nice getaway for the 8th Street Strip Matter right there in that second position. Colin McCarthy in the 4th spot. Robbie Bice. I'm sorry, Colin McCarthy in the 3rd position. Robbie Bice is right there. Here's Matthew Fitz. He's down in that 5th position, race sponsor. And boy, he's had a big jump now, up 11 positions from where he started, now in the top 5. Definitely looking to stay there. And right behind him, Bill Hales, he has jumped 19 spots since he started the race. So these guys definitely interested. They should be all on the same page. Everybody else, everybody pitted on lap 45. Well, just about everybody, a good portion of the field. But they're on the same cycle. Looks like Carl Fitz, the 18, is coming back down pit road, possibly. Or he just got low enough that it looked like he was coming in. I guess he might still be out there. Right now, everybody's kind of stretched out there. Colin McCarthy looked like he's interested in maybe taking a little peek. Trying to figure out a way to get to pass the number 8, Nick Cannon. They're opening up at least a couple of car lengths, 2-3 car lengths, the gap between them. Steve Strittmatter, he's going to have his hands full with Robbie Bice anyway. From the looks of it, I think they're all about to bunch up here once again, folks. McCarthy taking a look down on the inside. Can he make that pass stick? It looks like he will drive right on past the 8. Colin McCarthy, new leader as we start lap 59. 51 Steve Strittmatter, he moves into that 2nd position. Robbie Bice trying to get past the 8 for the 3rd spot. Looks like he'll get it. He may be bringing Matthew Fitz with him as they come down the backstretch off of turn 2. Nick Cannon trying to fight back on that high side as they go into 3 and 4. And give it to Matthew Fitz as they come off of 4 into that 4th position. Now lap 60 of 150. And I tell you, it's hard to keep those big dogs down, and I'm talking about 13 Aiden Burlane. He's right now currently in the 9th position. I think he restarted back there 22nd, and now just breaking into the top 10, trying to anyway. Just ahead of Carson Pittman. I think he might be able to hold on to it. Looks like he will. He clears the 4. So now he's already in the top 10. Now he moves into that 9th position, moving in on the 42 there, Jeremy Zarfos. starting to inch closer to the halfway point here. Got somebody on pit road, Brian Pressler, I believe, green flag pit stop. Looks like he's just getting away. He was on pit road for a while there. 42 seconds stationary. So of course he's gonna, Carl Fitz also making his way back out as well. Back up to the front here. Briggs Swope in that 57, challenging the 13 there, Aiden Berlane. Berlane now up to that 7th position. Swope on the high side, trying to see if he can take that position on the high side. And gets the momentum off the corner. Right now he's got a car length ahead of the 13. Coming up on the 53 of Bill Hales there. Berlane down on the inside working that traffic. That's quite a lot of traffic to work there too. And right up the front, Kyler McCarthy just barely holding on to the lead ahead of 28 there, Robbie Bice. Matthew Fitz right on their tail in that 3rd position. And they have opened up a little bit of a gap between the rest of the field. You can see them right there. The gap between Matthew Fitz, and 51 there, Steve Strittenmatter. Strittenmatter, he's dealing with the 8 there, Nick Cannon. And behind them is Aiden Berlane, now in that 6th position. As he continues to race his way through the field. Now trying to set his sights for the top 5. Chasing the number 8, the guy he was battling quite a bit at the start of the race. Meanwhile, up the front there, Robbie Bice, about a car length between him, Kyler McCarthy. Obviously, they're going to do everything they can to try to stay ahead of those guys behind them. Because you know what they say, you know, when you're battling with the guy, you know, you're both going to ultimately end up going just a little bit slower because you're fighting each other. And sometimes it's better for both of you just to kind of like, you know, let's just run along here for a while and let's keep turning some laps and trying to put some distance between us and the rest of the field here. The gap between Bice and Fitz, almost 0.4 of a second now it is. The more they battle up front, the more it's going to allow people to catch up. There's Strittenmatter losing a position there to Nick Cannon. Well, just about there. It looks like he'll get it. Yeah, Cannon moves into that 4th position. Good racing going on here tonight at Charlotte. Looks like they're going to have the Colin McCarthy. He's going to encounter that lap car, Carl Fitz. Oh, he's going to come up on him quick here. He'll try to dive by on the high side. There he goes. Robbie Bice will try to get by as quickly as possible. Looks like he'll get through there as well. Let's see, did Fitz get by? Yes, he does. Nick Cannon, he'll be the next guy. Everybody's, oh, we got us a caution here. And let's see. Don't know what the caution is for. Oh, man, Jamie Barr went off track. Oh, man, heavy damage on the number 12. Wow. He's still rolling, but man, that's a lot of damage. And he'll be, look like he's having trouble even steering the car. Caution here, lap 71. He didn't crash. Let's see if we can find out. Let's go back here where he went off. Let's see if we can track what happened. Jimmy here. If we can get an onboard shot here, let's go. Let me go to this other replay, see if I can catch him here. No, it's not going to let us do that either. So we'll just take it back live. It doesn't look like anybody else was involved, so he might have just spun and hit the wall on his own, because I don't see anybody else involved with that. So a lot of work there for the number 12. Nick Cannon making his way down pit road. Tyler Isley also coming in, more work. Boy, his damage is very similar to the 12. Kinbaum Jr. also coming in. Those are only the 3 cars that are going in there. So that's where we stand right now. We'll go ahead. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back. You're watching Full Throttle, a next-gen sim racing series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? My man! My way to Monday Night Raw.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Bourne with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen. Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, folks, we're back here with Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. It's race number 15, presented by the number 3 Matthew Fitz. We're here, caution lap 73. Kyla McCarthy is your leader, followed by Robbie Bice in that second position. Race sponsor Matthew Fitz in the number 3 car in third position. Number 51, Steve Strittmatter in the 4th spot. Aiden Burlane now up to the 5th position. He's followed by Jeremy Zarfos in the 6th position. Number 4, Carson Pittman running 7th. Michael Zuver in the 8th spot. Behind him, we have the 88 David Salter and David Smeal in the 72 machine, rounding out your top 10. I believe we're getting the 1 to go. Ryan Pressler just leaving pit road. Looks like the 12 there, Jimmy Barr. Is he back on track? Yes, he is. Got as much work done as he could before they go green once again. And they make their way down the backstretch. Be lap 75. It'll be right at the halfway point when we go green again. making their way out of turn 4. Waiting for that green flag.
Green, green, green.
Got a green flag racing once again here at Charlotte. McCarthy getting a nice jump there. Look at Matthew Fitz down on the inside. Well, I tell you, he might be bringing that number 13 right with him as they go through turns 1 and 2. Everybody's really knotted up there. McCarthy, he's clear now. At the moment, a couple of tenths ahead of Robbie Bice. Bice still getting a lot of pressure. Both Steve Strittenmatter and Verlaine now behind the 51. Oh, I think, yeah, 13, he's going to move right on past the 51 on that high side. They continue to race along. Steve Strittenmatter, he got down there on the way down to the inside, lost a bunch of spaces there, a bunch of positions. Not sure what happened there. But looks like he's driving along okay. Loud battling going on back here. David Smeal, he's right in the thick of it there. There's 72 machine. Battling with Michael Zuver. David Salter in 88 machine. Ken Baum in the 2 car. So far, McCarthy's able to stay out front. Right now, he's trying to keep the 28 between him and Aiden Merlane for obvious reasons. Don't know how long that's going to last. The minute I say that, here comes Aiden Merlane into that second position. Matthew Fitz trying to follow him into third. Oh, he taps the wall. And so far, he's trying to hold on. Robbie Bice, he's not done battling either. He's trying to see if he can get back up there, try to catch the 13. He's got the 3 right to his outside, I believe. No, now he's just moved ahead of him. So Matthew Fitz now into that third position. There's McCarthy now leading by about half a second between him and Aiden Merlane. How long will he be able to stay ahead of the 13? Lap 81 of 150. Now, the majority of the field has only stopped one time. And most of them, that was mostly on lap 45. Everybody probably got tires and fuel. So they'd have at least, oh, we got a caution. We got some guys wrecking here in the back. And, oh, there was it was David Salter. Got some damage, or was it just a spin? Looks like the car is okay. Caution here, lap 82. So that's going to bunch everything up here for sure. And let's see. Let's see if we can track what happened there. And so here's David in the 88 machine. That classic Ford quality care, Ford credit. And oh, he might have got a little help there from the 96. Oh, and looks like the 32 was trying to check up, not hit the 96. Everybody was trying to avoid the 88, and he just tapped him. And it looks like he might have just spun. He may not have any damage at all. Looks like it was basically a spin, and he was able to lock it down and continue on. And I don't think anybody, we saw some smoke, but that was just him spinning. So I believe both him and he wasn't damaged too much, and no one else either. So that's good to see. He's going to come on down pit road. Probably get some fresh Goodyears here. They've been out since, I believe, lap 45 anyway. This is only his second time. Actually, this is his third time down on pit road. Left side's going on. He's down and away. Oh, couldn't catch the pit stop time there for him. But he's in the 15th position. McCarthy, he's still your leader. Now, everybody in the top 4 stayed out. McCarthy, Berlane, 42, Jeremy Zarfos, and Steve Strittmatter, they all stayed out to maintain that track position. Ken Baum Jr., now he pitted on lap 71, so he didn't pit just now. So, but his tires are relatively new. David Smil Jr. also is one of the guys who stayed out. Nick Cannon also pitted on lap 71. And the guys who actually came in, Robbie Bice, he's back in the 11th position. They now have the freshest tires here on lap 83 of 150. Him, Michael Zuver, Bill Hales in that 13th spot. David Salter, 14th. 15th, Alex Mader. Brian Pressler coming back down pit. Is he coming? Yeah, he's coming back down pit road again. And who else? Tyler Isley, he making his way off of pit road. Car looking a lot better, trying to fight his way through it. He's in 20th position. It's lap 84 of 150. There's still a lot of racing to go here. So we'll see what happens. And is Jaden, is he still on pit road? No, he must have. Yeah, I guess he actually did retire. So I saw him, his name's still in the chat there. Probably just too much damage, I guess. Let's see, where are we on the still lights, so we're gonna have one more to go. Let's see. Where is there? Okay. Jeremy Zarfos, he'll be restarting in that 3rd position. Let's see, where is thought I saw him here. There you go. Hey Jeremy, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
I do. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. How you liking the race so far?
It's been fun. Actually, it's got a really fast car here. Just trying to play the track position game and sort out how we're going to manage the tires and the runs here. The cautions have come at really weird times so far, so just trying to figure our way through it.
10-4, man. And you said the car's been handling good for you?
Yeah, for sure. I think got a really good one. I've kind of been conserving, just kind of running the pace with whoever's been up front here. Can pass cars when I need to and ride when I need to, so feel good about it.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Hey, all T2T put a lot of work in this week. All the boys. Hopefully we'll go get one here.
Absolutely, man. I'm going to put you back down your channel. Good luck. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
So they're making their way down the backstretch. Strittmatter there on the high side. Ken Baum Jr. He's back up to 5th and still one position lower than where he was classified as starting, because he was down on pit road at the start of the race. So making their way out of turn 4. Here we go. Pace car down on the pit road. We start on lap 86. We got the green flag and racing once again. Boy, Kyler McCarthy, I don't know if he caught him napping or not, but I don't know if they go on the leader or on the flag, but he definitely got a good restart there. I mean, they'll probably chase him down here, but still, wow. up to almost 4/10 of a second. How about Jeremy Zarfos tucking in right behind that 13 of Aiden Berlane? He's got Ken Baum Jr. right behind him. Baum taking a look down on the inside of the number 42. Now those are two teammates right there chasing the 13 and Nick Cannon. He's right there behind them. He's back up in the top 5 now. Like we heard Jeremy say, car's been feeling good, so and that may be the same for some of the other guys too. And the folks are trying to pace themselves. Boy, I tell you, you're pacing yourself, but man, guys like Berlane, and they set and even McCarthy up there. And they're moving at such a fast pace here, and you want to pace yourself and just take care of your tires and your car, but you just don't want to lose too much time to the leaders. McCarthy, that gap almost nothing now, just over 1/10 of a second between him and the 13, Aiden Berlane. As they continue to race along here. Two pairs of cars, McCarthy and Berlane, Zarfos and Cannon. The top 4 duking it out here. Behind them, Ken Baum Jr. trying to keep David Snell Jr. behind him. The sun has now set. Lights come out here at Charlotte as we move into the twilight hours. And Mom would love to get up there and mix it up with the guys at the front. McCarthy, so far, he's able to keep Berlane at bay. Nick Cannon, he's getting, boy, I tell you, both Nick Cannon and Jeremy Zarfos, they're really hanging in there with the 24 and the 13 here at the moment. Feeling very, very racy out here tonight. Position, trying to close in on the 13. 13's trying to make a move himself. McCarthy trying to fight off a pass for the lead here, and I think Berlane's going to get it. Yes, he will. Nick Cannon might end up being those two once again. They were battling at the beginning of the race. Nick Cannon trying to get past the 24. And oh, he looked like he was almost trying to see if he could get past the 13 as well. 24 putting up a big fight on that high side as they race down the backstretch. Let's see what McCarthy does here going into turns 3 and 4. Him at the number 8. Oh, okay. For a minute, I thought the 8 was going to tuck in behind the 24, see if they could both almost draft by the 13. and look at the guys that are closing up behind them as well. Jeremy Zarfos, Robbie Bice, they're all right back there too, folks. Oh, Nick Cannon on the high side, just squeezing in past the 24. Either they didn't really have anywhere to go at the moment. And those guys are racing. Aiden Berlane, he is your leader. This is a battle for the lead. Colin McCarthy trying his best to get it back. They're definitely giving the 13 a run for his money here tonight. And they're racing very close, almost bump drafting here, the 8 and the 13. Robbie Bice back in that 4th position. Oh, and does he get past the 24? Oh, yes, I don't know if somebody had to check up there, but Robbie Bice now into that 3rd position. Nick Cannon, Berlane, they're battling. Cannon's got his nose out front at the moment. They're back and forth. as they go through turns 1 and 2 back onto the back stretch. It's Verlaine and Cannon. Who's going to get the better run off of turn 4? They come off of 4. And right now it's Nick Cannon by a car length as they start lap 97. Robbie Bice now in that second position on the inside of the 13, Aiden Verlaine. Verlaine putting up a good fight on that high side. Well, I tell you, Ken Baum Jr. not too far behind, trying to work his way into that fight as well. I think Kyler McCarthy, he had to check up there a little bit, something didn't go right one of those turns a lap or so ago. But now it looks like he's starting to get himself back together. He's in that 5th position, but he's right there with your top 4. And I do believe he's got Jeremy Zarfos right behind him. Let's see, where's Strittmatter? He's back there battling with the, now that's the 32. Wait a minute, who was that I saw there? The 72 there, David Smeal Jr. I thought I saw, where's Michael Zuber? There he is, the 96. Now that's 8th position. Matthew Fitz currently in the 9th spot. Meanwhile, up the front, it is a lead change. Nick Cannon is your leader with Robbie Bice now in that 2nd position. I'm trying to go back and see if I can see where that happened. This is where, let's go back and see where Nick Cannon made the pass to get past the 13. Robbie Bice is behind him. And he gets well under the 13, and it almost looks as if Robbie Bice might follow him through there. He slides up in front of the 13. So he clears the 13, and the 28 looks like he's just about coming along. But that was the pass there on the 13. And at some point, Robbie Bice also got by as well. Aiden Verlaine now a little bit further back. Boy, Kyler McCarthy giving him all kinds of trouble here. Boy, I tell you, look at the gap that Nick Cannon and Robbie Bice have. Kyler McCarthy now getting underneath the 13, Aiden Verlaine. Ken Baum Jr. down on the inside. Here comes the 96, Michael Zuber on the high side. Man, they're fighting hard back here. Zuber in that 4th position. Big battle for the top 5 there, 4th and 5th positions there. And those guys are duking it out. And then look at the gap that has opened up between Nick Cannon and Robbie Bice and the rest of the pack. Good grief. They're like 1.7 seconds. That's Michael Zuber now in the 3rd position. And they've got a ways to go to catch your 2 leaders, Nick Cannon and Robbie Bice. But man, these guys are putting on a great show out here tonight at Charlotte. There's Matthew Fitz. He'd gotten up inside the top 5. He's running 5th at the moment. I think he was as high as 3rd, I believe. Now he's in the 4th position. He just cleared Aiden Verlaine, actually. Verlaine getting some pressure there from Carson Pittman. Jeremy Zarfos are right there as well. And then like David Salter, he has not, he said, I will not be forgotten here. The 88 machine in that 8th spot. There's so much more racing to go here tonight, folks. You can still just barely see the 2 leaders up the front. They're just, wow. It's still like, it's almost a second and a half between them and 3rd place Michael Zuber. And we're at lap 105 of 150. 45 laps remaining. Let's look a little further back in the field. somebody peeling off on the pit road. That was David Smeal making his way down pit road. Green flag pit stop for the 32. He's the only one coming down pit road. So he'll come down to his pit box. Let's see what kind of stop he gets here. And I'm sure this stop will take him to the end of the race here. The field goes by. Of course, he loses a lap. 15.7 seconds. He's on his way. And the leaders, they just flashed on by. Robbie Bice still chasing Nick Cannon.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh! Wow. We have a caution, and let's see here. I don't see anybody showing that they crashed. I don't, but I tell you, wow. Now, David Smeal Jr., he is currently in the 21st position. He's one lap down. He's either lucky dog or not. Let's find out. And no, that would be the 12 of Jimmy Barr. Carl Fitz, the 18, coming back down pit road. Did he have any damage or not? He's moving kind of slow there. Yeah, it looks like he's a little crinkled up there. He might have had another off-track excursion there. He's the only car on pit road here at the moment. So the pace car has collected your leader. And here comes everybody down on the pit road. The entire field coming in, except for Carson Pittman. He has elected to stay out. He pitted on lap 82, but he has definitely elected to not come down pit road. Nick Cannon hits his pit box. Verlaine right there in front of him. Tires and fuel for everybody. This, like I said, this will take everybody to the end of the race. Nick Cannon looks like he'll re-enter in the 6th position. Alex Mader, he's in the 5th spot. He pitted on lap 82. Bill Hales pitted on lap 82 as well. So, these guys, I would imagine, they're going to have to pit again. Jeremy Zarfos, he last pitted on lap 45. That's interesting. He's only pitted once, according to my data, on lap 45. So that can't be right. Wait a minute. How can that? There's no way he could have gone that far. Let's bring up our strategy here, see if we can see how long these guys have gone here. Well, wow. May has gone, according to this, he's gone 109 laps. David Smeal went 108. Hastings went 108, showing the top 20 drivers here. Bill Hales went 108. So I guess it's possible. Who was I looking at that said they'd only pitted one time? I think that was Jeremy Zarfos, because he is now down on pit road. And he had actually done 2 stints there. His last stint was 64 laps. So tires and fuel now for the number 42 machine. Looks like he might have a little bit of damage, so he's going to stay on pit road, get that taken care of. Zarfos remains on pit road, and now he's done, so he's on his way. Looks like he'll rejoin in the 19th position. Carson Pittman now is your leader. Him and Bill Hales be leading the field on the restart. Oh my goodness, boy, I tell you, they're going to get swallowed up. They both pitted on lap 82, but everybody behind them, Nick Cannon, Robbie Bice, in that 4th position right now. Aiden Verlaine is 5th. all these guys, Matthew Fitz, Michael Zuver, in the 96 machine, all these guys just pitted on lap 108. So yeah, they're probably all saying, okay, be aware now we've got 2 guys up front on older tires, just over 20 laps old, which is not terrible, but still. Dylan Hastings making another trip down pit road. He may be going to top off here. Fuel-wise, does he have any? Look like he might have a little bit of damage there too. So he may be topping off the tank and getting a little bit of damage taken care of as well. No fast repairs in this league, and of course they run the open setups, so guys can set up these cars exactly the way they want them. Let's see, is it 1 to go? Yes, it is. Lights are out on the pace cars. It'll be lap 112 on the restart. And just about everybody on the track should be good to go till the end of the race. Everybody pretty much pitted lap 108, 109. Tyler Isley, he's in the 18th. He pitted on lap 110. So he definitely should be good to go, that's for sure. They come making their way out of turn 4. Pace car pulls down on the pit road. Waiting for that green flag.
Green, green, green.
They got it, and we are racing once again here at Charlotte. Pittman doesn't fly away from the field. Of course, I almost didn't expect him to, with the slightly older tires. Nick Cannon now into that second position. I don't think Pittman and Hales, they're not going to be able to put up too much of a battle here with those guys with the fresher tires. And there's Verlaine now. He moves in that 4th position now, trying to work on the 53 of Bill Hales. Cannon and Pittman still in that 2nd position. Verlaine 3rd, Bill Hales now in the 4th spot. Matthew Fitz is directly behind the 53. He's got Robbie Bison, Kyle McCarthy duking it out behind him. Carson Pittman trying to hold on, trying to battle with the number 13. That's not quite going to work. Oh, we got us a caution. And let's see, did anything happen? Let's go back here in the back. I don't understand what I'm not getting any reports of any crashes, so I don't know. Don't know what would have happened there. Everybody looks like they're okay. Okay, let's see. Yep, everybody, I don't see, no one looks moving slow or stranded or anything like that. Let me see, where is, let me find, hold on a second. Where is, I was looking for Michael Zuver. I don't see him in the chat. I was gonna bring him up, chat with him real quick, but I don't see him in, oh, there he is. Yeah, there we go. We'll move him up here with us. Hey, Michael, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, I got you, Tony.
Man, how's the racing going for you out there tonight?
Man, it's quick, very quick. Trying to keep the setup under us. Made a couple of adjustments, and I'm not looking too bad right now. I'm happy where I'm at. Happy with the car. Out of tires, we got about, what do we got? 35 to go.
Oh man, so you've used your all 3 additional sets already?
Yeah, we took a gamble there. I thought about the rest of the guys wanted to go in and get them. I thought about keeping my old ones on and running some more, about 20-30 laps if I could, but we feel like this is the best bets right now. We're all looking good. We're all feeling good, so we're going to keep on at it.
It's in form, man. I tell you, it's we saw some guys really run some long stints on the set of tires, like 2 or 3 out there.
These things will go about 60 laps on the tank of gas. I mean, the tires ain't wearing too bad. They feel pretty good. As long as you ain't pushing them too hard, they'll keep going.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so I'm a big fan of those long tire runs. So you get 50, 60 laps on a set of tires. That's where I think that's where I really excel. I keep them underneath me, and we just keep on going on them.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Big shout out to Robbie, as always, for putting this league on for the last couple of years. It's always been a blast. And Tony, you as always, thanks for streaming. TSUR, love you guys. Can't do without them either.
10-4, man. I'm glad.
Good old Miller Lite.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and put you back down your channel, man. Good luck.
Thank you. Have fun.
Okay, now. And so, yeah, he's trying to, like you said, like everybody else, trying to keep that car in one piece. And then, you know, as long as that car is feeling good and you're feeling good out there, man, I tell you, he's running in the top 10, having a good night out there, and hopefully it'll stay that way. Nick Cannon, he'll be leading them to the green flag once again. Lights are out on the pace car. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to have at least one more lap. So while they're doing that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Full Throttle Next Gen Sim Racing Series here on Rice Motorsports TV.
How are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, I'm talking here. You know who you're talking to? My old man! On my way to the money I roll.
Terribles, Port Royal Speedway. We've got Devin Board with us.
Keen Motorsports Shop here with Kyle Keen. Sitting here with Sean Keen. We're going to talk a little bit about racing history.
Okay, folks, getting ready to go green once again here. The Cannon will be leading them to the green flag, making their way down the turn 3 and 4. It'll be lap 118 on the restart. Man, there's been a lot of good racing, and I seriously don't think it's over yet. Hold on, folks. Coming out of turn 4, pace car coming off of the turn down on the pit road. There he goes. Let's have that green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Racing has resumed. Nick Cannon gets away. Aiden Berlane right there. Carson Pittman, Matthew Fitz, Bill Hales. Hales still up in there, that top 5. Both him and Carson Pittman, they both pitted on lap 82. Nick Cannon getting a nice little jump on the restart there. Matthew Fitz, he's back in that 3rd position, followed by Pittman and Hales. Now, I'm not going to say they're holding up the rest of the field, but they're definitely up there duking it out with the rest of them. Carla McCarthy right there behind the 53. There's Bill Hales on the high side. They're doing pretty good there to keep up with those guys with the fresh tires. They're all duking it out. Aiden Berlane, he has caught the number 8 there of Nick Cannon on here, lap 120 of 150. 30 laps remaining. Yeah, they're building up a head of steam. Boy, I tell you, that was some good racing when all those other guys caught whoever it was that was at the front. There was a couple of guys that got out there away from everybody else, and then after a while, it seemed like everybody got back together. And that's what gets really interesting. Can that chasing pack catch them down? Matthew Fitz, he's enjoying that third position. No pressure at all right now for the number 3. Currently running in that third spot, and trying to see if he can get up there and cause some problems there for Cannon and Berlane. Everybody, like especially the top 4 there, amongst the top 4. And pretty much, like I said, a good portion of the field pitted on lap 108. So I would say after a few laps, you're going to see those guys with the fresher tires start moving in there a little bit. Look at Nick Cannon now opening up, or trying to open up a little bit of a gap between him and Aiden Berlane. Coming down to the stripe there, Cannon leads as they cross for lap 123. Things heating up a little further back here. There's Robbie Bice. Him and his teammate running 5th and 6th position there. Teammate David Salter in the 88 car. Michael Zuber in the 96 machine. We just spoke to him a minute ago. Having a good run there in the 7th position. Carson Pittman now, he's one of the guys that pitted on lap 82. He's falling back to 8th, making 9th position. Big Smoke trying to get past him, that 57 car. And oh man, he's got the strip matter there behind him as well. Tyler Isley all over the back of him there. And all those guys around him pitted lap like 108, 110 for Isley. And meanwhile, while they're battling, Berlane, well, he did get out in the front there, Nick Cannon, and Cannon trying to hold on here. About a couple of tenths of a second behind the 13. Matthew Fitz right there as well. 26 laps remaining. Colin McCarthy having a very good race here tonight. Currently in that 4th position, up 8 spots from where he started. Fitz, he's up 13 from where he started. Michael Zuber, another one of the drivers, having an excellent night here tonight. Up 12 spots from where he started the race. Battling with the 51 there, Steve Stretmatter. Berlane pulling away a little bit, 0.4 of a second ahead of Cannon. Behind him, 57, Briggs Swope, having a nice battle with the 17, Tyler Isley. That's 4th position. And all these guys are back here duking it out. Zarfos, David Smith Jr., Robbie Bice, Carson Pittman. And right now they're all about maybe a car length between a few of them there. No one's really, everybody's almost equal right now, because a lot of these guys, they all pitted like around lap 108 to 105 to 108. Michael Self, he's been out for a long time. He's coming down. It's just showing him on pit road, and he's in the 23rd position. Did he ever get back out on track? It showed him down on pit road, and okay, I thought maybe he had gotten back out at some point. Meanwhile, up the front there's Nick Cannon running in that 2nd position. He's 8/10 behind Aiden Berlane. 22 laps remaining. Berlane's trying to put this thing to bed here now. Like, no more. I can't lay back anymore. I've got to go. He's got the tires, and the tires definitely have. We were talking to I think it was Michael Zuber, saying that the tires seem to hold up pretty good on the long runs. So you can kind of push them. And that is exactly what Berlane is doing at the moment. Now almost a full second. He's kicked in the afterburner there. Matthew Fitz now trying to catch Nick Cannon for that second position. He's on pace here to your race sponsor to get a podium finish. If we can hold on, 20 laps remaining. Kyler McCarthy trying to close in. And 1.8 seconds between him and the number 51, Steve Stritmatter. So Stritmatter, he's got a long ways to go. He's in the top 5, but there's everybody else in front of him. 20 laps to go to try to catch those guys. Excuse me, Michael Zuber is behind him now in that 6th position. David Salter, Tyler Isley, they're duking it out between 7th and 8th position there. Salter trying to hold on to that 8th spot. Now he was running there with his teammate Robbie Bice. He fell back to the 12th position. David Smil Jr., he's back there with battling with Rick Swope. There's Robbie in that 12th position. Don DeGroot in the 61 car. They're all right there battling for position. Carson Pittman on those tires that have been on there since lap 82. Gap up the front, Berlane to Cannon now 1 second. So a lot of the battles are right here. I'd say in the top 15. Michael Zuber free and clear of Tyler Isley. Well, 4/10, several car lengths there. And there's Kyler McCarthy still trying to catch that number 3. Matthew Fitz, he hasn't been able to make an impression on Nick Cannon yet. Now 16 laps remaining. Cannon, the gap now just about a second between him and your leading Aiden Berlane. You can see how these guys have really stretched out their lead. A little further back, there's Briggs Swope in the 10th position. He's followed by Don DeGroot, who I actually believe Don is he's a sponsor for the upcoming race. Currently in that 11th position. David Salter now back in the 12th spot. No, and Jemay looks like he's just getting past the 4 there, Carson Pittman. So those older tires are maybe starting to let go just a little bit. But a little further back then, Brian Pressler, Robbie Bice just getting past Pressler or trying to get past them for position. Dylan Hastings at 66 machine. He's ahead of the 53 Bill Hales. Also pitted on lap 83. Maybe, I don't know, can they make it to the end? They pitted on lap 83 fuel-wise. That's about 70-something laps. And I think they said they can go about 60 laps or something like that on a tank of fuel. Can they go that far? Let's check back up the front. There's Matthew Fitz making the way past Carl Fitz, his dad. He's about 7/10 of a second behind Nick Cannon, who now it was a full second. Now it's about half a second between him and Aiden Berlane. 12 laps remaining. Who knows? Cannon might have just eased off a little bit, trying to keep those tires cool and just not use them up as much. Maybe trying to hold something in the reserve here. But you can't wait too late. You got to pull that trigger at some point, and I think he's pulled it. So he's trying to see if he can get up there and get into contention. Give it one last go with the number 13. as the laps continue to wind down here. Well, these guys are definitely, they're spread out quite a bit up here at the front. Cannon trying to make a race of it for the race win. They cross the stripe, it'll be 10 to go. Aiden Berlane, your leader. The gap now 0.3 of a second. Nick Cannon was 0.3, now 0.4, kind of hovering between 3 and 0.4 of a second. And let's turn that banner off. Here goes your, let me see if I can, hold on a second. Boom, there we go. That's what I was trying to do there. And boy, Nick Cannon has been quicker every single lap, folks. Look at this. He is definitely on pace to try to see if he can catch Aiden Berlane here. 9 laps remaining. Let's turn it around so we can compare lap times between him and Berlane. The last 5 laps, he's been a few hundredths here and there, a tenth or so here and there. Last 2 laps, he was a tenth of a second quicker. The last lap, he was almost dead even, almost 0.02 of a second. Aiden Berlane trying to hold on for that race win. Nick Cannon has been quicker every single lap. Now it looks like he's in drafting mode like Daytona or Talladega. He was a 10th quicker on lap 143. He may definitely be trying to see if he can just hold on until, who knows, maybe get that white flag and maybe time it just right. If he's able to, you're not going to be able to just drive by the 13, that's for sure. He may only get one shot at this. They continue to race along, and now Berlane finally got a little bit faster lap there, about a 10th quicker on that last lap. 6 to go. Let's see what happens as they cross the line here, finish lap 145. And Cannon was 0.08 of a second quicker. Definitely trying to see what he can do to try to close in. 5 laps remaining. He's right there on his bumper, but he's not ready to pull the trigger just yet. He's trying to just hang in there. Trying to decide when he's going to make that move. 4 laps to go. Trying to make sure he's in the right position as well. As they continue to race along. The gap between them, Matthew Fitz, there's Fitz, he's several seconds behind, at least a couple of 2 seconds, comfortably in that 3rd spot there. So it looks like he will be finishing on the podium, barring any unforeseen event, within the next 3 laps. Nick Cannon trying to see if can he do anything with Aiden Berlane, and who knows, it seems like, no, he's trying, but Berlane was just a little bit quicker. It'll be 2 laps to go this time as they come out of turn 4. They'll be getting a white flag next time around, folks. And that time, Berlane still was a couple of hundredths of a second quicker. They're racing their way down the backstretch, racing to the white flag. Aiden Berlane trying to put a little gap, a couple of tenths of a second between him and Nick Cannon. Can he hold on? Here they're coming down to the stripe as the white flag, final lap of the race. Nick Cannon has one shot now. He's trying to see if he can make the move this time as they go down in turns 1 and 2. You know they're going to be door to door as they race down the backstretch. Here they go, folks. This is it. No caution will end this race or stop this race now. Making their way down through turns 3 and 4. Coming to the line. Looks like Aiden Berlane is going to hold on. It's super close. They get to the line. It was Berlane. Oh my goodness. It was a dead. My timing and scoring is showing Berlane is the winner in a dead heat. We've got to, when it's that close, we've got to consult iRacing and see what iRacing recorded it as. And let me get all this out the way so I can see what I'm looking at here. And yep, Aiden Berlane by 7 1/1000ths of a second. He is your winner here tonight at Charlotte. Man, it does not get any closer than that. Wow. I mean, hats off to Nick Cannon. He took it down to the daggone wire. He gave it everything he could at the end, man. Excellent shot at getting that win. Congratulations to the race sponsor there, Matthew Fitz, on the podium. Number 3 in that 3rd position. And, of course, congratulations to your race winner, Aiden Berlane. As he does some celebrating. I'm going to go ahead and get the Aiden. He's already in the interview queue. I'm going to go get the other guys and bring them up here. Let me go find everybody else. Hold a second. Where is Matthew? Matthew may have to join the server. I don't see him in here right at the moment. Let's see. Aiden is the only one there. Let's see let's go find Nick Cannon and let's see if he's in here. There he is. So we'll move him on up as well. So right now we've got Nick Cannon and Aiden Berlane, and we're waiting on Matthew Fitz to get in here. But we're just gonna head on down there with him anyway.
I thought you 100%.
Okay. Hey guys, hey folks, now we're here with 2 of your top 3 here. We're waiting for Michael Fitz to get in here. I'm sorry, Matthew Fitz to get in here. But hey, Aiden, man, congratulations. Man, what a heck of a race that was at the end. You and Nick, what was it, 7 1/1000ths of a second. What a heck of a race. Congratulations on that victory, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. I honestly still don't think I won it. Like, I could have sworn he was ahead of me at the line by like 10,000. I don't know. I guess I made the last second decision to rub his right side door, and I guess it worked. I don't know.
Well, it sure did. I mean, because you just did beat him. Got him there. We got the. It's on the screen right now, and you can see it. How you literally beat him by a nose. But I mean, wow. That's what 7 1/1000ths looks like. But man, congratulations, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Well, first off, I got to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, for always watching all my races and supporting me week in and week out. Everyone back at the shop helping me, and y'all for putting on an amazing broadcast. Robbie for putting on a fun league. And Nick for racing me fairly clean. We had a really good race there.
Absolutely, man, and that was exciting to watch. And so congratulations again. We will see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Nick, you got a copy?
I sure do.
Man, I tell you, great. That was a heck of a battle, man, and I could just sense you were just waiting. You probably figured I'm gonna get one shot at this, and boy, I tell you, you couldn't have taken a better shot than that, and it could have just as easily, just like Aiden said, he thought maybe you got him at the line and stuff. It could have so easily went either way, but man, it don't get much closer than that. Congratulations on that P2 finish.
Thanks. I'm still out of breath. Like, that was a lot. I'm sweating. Like, it's hot. That was fun.
I tell you, man. Because we were looking at the closing, and you go back and look at the broadcast, because you're about a tenth quicker than him lap after lap, and kind of just stand there. Were you indeed trying to bide your time to try to make one last shot at the very end? Because Aiden's gonna come back on you if you try to make a move on him.
Yeah, I was trying to save a little bit. started getting my teammate right behind me. Kyler started coming up out of nowhere, burned their tires off, and then I guess I saved a good enough amount to catch back up to Aiden. I didn't know if I was going to catch him. Like, he
because exactly, yeah. And then I saw it, starting to come back in, and then for you're getting closer, and then you kind of backed off again, maybe like a half a second or something like that. And then I was thinking maybe he's just trying to save his stuff for like one last go at it at the very end. And but yeah, man, just good, like Aiden said, good racecraft for both of y'all. Good hard fight there at the end, and man, that was a great finish.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was fun. I think that's one of the closest things to winning that I'll probably get this year, unless at a super speedway. About the only other place I'm good at.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, hey, you never know, man. I tell you, we have such a long ways to go. There's, I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities for you. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My team, they were awesome. After Lucas got wrecked out earlier, he kept updating me, coaching me, helping me try to catch back up to Aiden. Had Will, he made the set for us. He makes our sets for us most of the time. They're usually fantastic. Just it's awesome. The team is awesome.
Absolutely, man. I tell you, it's a shame Lucas got caught up in some stuff there, and because he was saying there at the beginning of the race, he was happy with that setup as well. And you never know where he might have been in the mix at the end if he didn't get the damage and stuff. But great race, man. But anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
I was still trying to think. I can't even really think that much.
Well, congratulations. Yeah. Huh?
Say hi to Mama. Yeah.
There you go. Well, congratulations again, buddy, and we will see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Hey, Matthew, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah, man. Hey, race sponsor, Matthew Fitz, number 3 on the podium in that 3rd position, man. Hey, congratulations, dude.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
I tell you, man. Now, you had would you say your race was a little uneventful? You had some battles here and there, but man, at the end, you got yourself in a nice little pocket there, and almost like just cruise right to that podium finish.
I'll tell you what, it really hurt myself. I had a really fast car, crashed during qualifying, had to start in the back, drove my way up front, and then I got caught for speeding again, so I had to go all the way back, drove all the way back to the front. But I was able to hook up with my teammate on that last green flag run. I think I burned my tires up a little bit on one of those finishes to try and get back up to the front with these guys, and everything was going great. I was trying to keep up with them. I thought I had something to the end, but those last 10-15 laps, man, they were just better. They were fast, but I'm happy for the team. We got a 2-3 finish. Like Nick said, like everybody was super helpful with Self and Lucas helping us spot and stuff like that. So yeah, that last 10-15 laps, I got a little pocket. I was in cruise control. I knew I wasn't catching them, and I knew I could keep them at bay. So it felt pretty good at the end.
Tenfold, man. That is great. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my team, Robbie, and everybody that helps put this league together. You for broadcasting. I love watching the races every race, and it'll be nice. I actually got a podium finish. Usually I've been getting wrecked out and stuff like that, so this feels good. I like it.
Yeah, man, it's awesome to see the race sponsor get on the podium, man. That's all right.
Right? Yeah, Z-Ducky Race, and catch me on YouTube if I ever sign on.
Yeah, there you go. Well, congratulations again, guys, and so we will see you all next week.
All right, there you go, gentlemen.
All right, now, see you guys. Okay, folks, well, that'll do it, and man, that was some excellent racing there, and let's go ahead and bring up the race results here. Let's bring up the right one. Boom, there we go. And of course, we have Aiden Berlane, your winner. You see there by 1/1000th of a second over Nick Cannon, Matthew Fitz third, Jeremy Zarfos fourth, Steve Stritmatter fifth, Michael Zuber sixth, Kyla McCarthy seventh, eighth is Tyler Isley, David Smeal ninth, and Briggs Swope. He rounds out your top 10. And I will scroll on down so you can see where your favorite driver was, where they finished in the order there. There was some great racing going on here tonight. night, folks. And I sure hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And boy, I tell you, next week, we're going to Worldwide Technology Raceway, formerly known as Gateway. It'll be race number 16. So be sure to be here for that one. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.